Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow listeners. Imagine standing on a foreign field. The air is heavy with uncertainty, and your heart begins to race with a mix of fear and resolve. You see, this is where the story of a veteran often begins, but it's far from where it actually ends. Today, as we gather to honor our veterans, let's not only remember the battles that they fought on distant lands, but also enduring courage that they carry every day. You see, my journey as a service member taught me that bravery isn't about facing the enemy fire. It's about the relentless spirit to protect, to serve, and to uphold the values that we all hold dear. On this Veterans Day, we come together not just to remember, but to rekindle the flame of gratitude for those that have donned on the uniform, whether that be past, whether that be present, or whether that be future. You see, as we gather here today under a banner of freedom and under a banner of unity, I stand before you not only as a motivational strategist and a speech coach for Toastmasters, but also as someone who has walked in the boots of a service member. Veterans Day holds a deeply personal significance to me, as it does for many of us. It is a day steeped in honor, steeped in sacrifice, and steeped in profound gratitude. A day to reflect on the brave souls who have donned on our nation's military uniform. You see, my journey in the armed forces was more than just a commitment to duty. It was a journey of self-discovery. It was a journey of camaraderie. And it was a journey of understanding the true essence of service. The lessons I learned and the bonds I formed have shaped the person I am today, and they resonate in every word I speak and every decision I make. The purpose of our gathering today goes beyond mere remembrance. It is an opportunity to weave the stories of the past, the realities of the present, and the hopes for the future into a tapestry of appreciation and inspiration. We are here to honor the courage of those who came before us, to recognize the valiant efforts of those who currently serve, and to foster the spirit of service in future generations. As we embark on this journey of reflection and recognition, let us open our hearts to these stories, these sacrifices, and the triumphs of our veteran community. Let our legacies guide us. Let their spirits inspire us, and their moments remind us of the price of freedom that we cherish every day. As we delve into the historical tapestry of Veterans Day, we are reminded of its inception. Originally commemorated as Armistice Day, marking the end of World War I on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918. This day was not just a celebration of the end of a simple war, but more of a solemn promise to remember those who fought, those who fell, and those who returned forever changed. Throughout history, countless stories of bravery and sacrifice have been etched into the annals of our nation. Take, for instance, the story of Sergeant Alvin York in World War I, who bravely led an attack on a German machine gun nest, capturing 32 machine guns, killing 28 German soldiers, and taking 132 as prisoners. Or maybe we should consider the unyielding spirit of the Tuskegee Airmen in World War II, who overcame racial discrimination to become one of the most highly respected fighting groups in that war. You see, these stories, and much like them, 1,000 more just like that, from the bedrock of our nation's consciousness. They remind us that freedom is not free. It is paid for with the courage, it is paid for with the determination, and it is paid for with the ultimate sacrifice of those who've served. The legacy left behind from these veterans is not just in victories that they achieved or adversities they overcame, but the principles that they stood for. They stood for liberty, they stood for justice, and they stood for steadfast commitment to the greater good. As we honor these heroes, let us also remember the silent heroes, the families that bore the weight of the worry, the communities that rallied to support their return, and the future generations who would grow up in a world shaped by their sacrifices. The legacy of our veterans is a beacon that guides our path forward and reminds us of the strength and resilience that defines our nation. Let their stories be a source of inspiration, a call to action to uphold the values that they fought for, and a solemn vow to never forget the cost of the freedom we enjoy today. As I stand before you, my heart is filled with the memories of my own time with the 101st Airborne Division, an experience that not only tested my limits, but also defined my understanding of duty, my understanding of courage, and my understanding of brotherhood. Deploying to Afghanistan in areas like the Korangal Valley, often termed as the Valley of Death, was a crucible that honed my resolve and reminded me of the stark realities that our soldiers face daily. There, amidst the harsh terrain and the relentless conflict, I learned that the strength of the military lies not just in the arms, but in the unbreakable bonds we forge and face within adversity. Our mission in the Korangal Valley were more strategic objectives. They were lessons of trust, they were lessons of resilience, and they were lessons of unwavering spirit of teamwork. Each day brought about new challenges, but alongside my brothers and sisters in arms, we faced them with a unified front, drawing strength from what we shared within our commitment to protect each other and the values we served. Similarly, during the Egypt crisis, our deployment was not just about military engagement, but also about understanding the complex tapestry of the global relationships and the role the military is in fostering stability and peace. The transition from active duty to civilian life marked a significant chapter in my journey. It was a shift in my structured military environment to a world where the uniform no longer was my identity. But the lessons I learned in service became my guiding principle. As a veteran, I realized that my duty did not end with my service. It evolved into a responsibility to share my experiences to fellow veterans in my transition and to continue to serve in my community brings new, meaningful ways for me to continue my service. This journey has taught me that being a veteran is not about what you do or what you have done in the uniform, but what you continue to do afterwards to uphold the ideals you fought for. It's about using the lessons of leadership, the lessons of courage, and the lessons of perseverance to inspire and guide others, both within and outside the military community. As we reflect on our personal journeys of service, let us remember that the experiences are more than just memories. They are legacies to be passed on to the future generations, a testament to our enduring commitment to service, to protect, and to lead. As we stand in the light of freedom and security, it's crucial to turn our gaze towards those who currently don the uniform of our nation's military. You see, these men and women are drawn from all walks of life. They continue the legacy of service and sacrifice that have been the hallmark of our nation's military. Their roles and challenges have evolved with the change in times, yet their commitment remains steadfast. The modern battlefield extends beyond the traditional front lines, encompassing new domains like cyberspace and information warfare. Our service members, not only warriors, but they're also peacekeepers, they're also diplomats, and they're also innovators. They navigate an increasingly complex world, tackling threats that are ever-changing in a global scale. Their resilience and adaptability in the faces of these challenges and changes are nothing short of extraordinary. But let us not forget the families who stand behind these brave souls. They are the unsung heroes, enduring long separations, frequent relocations, and constant worry of their loved ones' safety. Their support is a critical backbone to the strength and to the well-being of all service members. It is our collective responsibility to ensure that those serving today and their families have access to the necessary resources and support they deserve. This includes, but not limited to, only physical and mental health care, but also education, career transition assistance, and support in dealing with the unique challenges of military life. Supporting our active duty members is more than just a gesture of gratitude. It's an investment in the strength and future of our nation. In recognizing our current service members, we must also affirm of our commitment to those, a promise that their sacrifice will not go unnoticed and that their needs will not go unmet. As a community and as a nation, we must rally together to provide them with the support, to provide them with the respect, and provide them with the honor they so rightly deserve. As we honor our veterans and current service members, it's equally as important to cast our eye forward for the future. The world is evolving in an unprecedented pace, and with it, the nature of warfare and defense. The need for strong, adaptable, and technologically advanced military is more critical than ever. It's not just about maintaining our current strengths, but also about foreseeing and preparing for the challenges of tomorrow. To young people who are considering military service, you stand on the threshold of an extraordinary journey. It is a path that offers not only the chance to serve your country, but also a chance to grow, to learn, and to be part of something larger than just yourself. The military is a place where leadership is honed, character is built, and lifelong bonds are formed. Your potential role in this evolving landscape of defense and service is not just a commitment to your nation, but a stepping stone to personal and professional growth. The role of technology and innovation in shaping the future of the armed forces cannot be overstated. We are entering into an era where the integration of advanced technologies such as artificial intelligence, unmanned aerial systems, and cyber capabilities will play a pivotal role in the defense strategies going forward. This evolution is not just about enhancing our combat capabilities, but also about improving the safety and efficiency of our service members. So, as we look to the future, let us embrace these advancements, not with apprehension, but with willingness to adapt and learn. Let us also ensure that the human aspect of service remains at the forefront, balancing technology and its progress with the values of courage, the values of integrity, and the values of duty that define our military. The future of our armed forces is bright, filled with the possibilities and responsibilities. Let us encourage, let us support, let us guide the next generation of service members as they step into the new era, carrying with them the legacy of those who have served before and the hopes of the nation who looks to them for its security and its freedom. In our journey of honing and remembering and even looking forward to the future of armed forces, the role of community and civilian support emerges as its cornerstone. The support of our communities for military personnel and veterans alike is not just a matter of patriotism. It is a reflection of our own collective values, our empathy, and our understanding of the sacrifices made by those who have served. The importance of support cannot be overstated. It ranges from the simple gestures of gratitude to a comprehensive program and organization dedicated to aiding veterans and their families. You see, these programs address a wide array of needs, including mental health services, job training and placement, education benefits, and support for wounded warriors. They are essential in ensuring that our veterans transition successfully into civilian life and continue to thrive. Organizations like the Veterans Affairs, the American Legion, and numerous nonprofit groups play a pivotal role in providing these services. However, the efforts are most effective when bolstered by community involvement. Local initiatives, where it is a community's job fair for veterans or volunteer work at a VA hospital, or even school programs for educating students about the contributions of our military, make significant impacts. As our community, we have the power to make a real difference in the lives of these service members and these veterans. It's about creating an environment where the service is not only respected but also supported in tangible ways. This support system is crucial, not only for the well-being, but also for reinforcing the strength of our nation's commitment to those who have given so much in their service. Let us, therefore, pledge not only to remember and honor our veterans, but to also actively engage in supporting them. Encouraging community involvement isn't just about giving back. It's about building stronger, more comprehensive society that values the sacrifices of its protectors. As we come to a close of our time together this Veterans Day, let us carry with us the key message of gratitude, honor, and support that have resonated through each word I've spoken today. We have journeyed through the past, recognizing the bravery and sacrifices of those who came before us. We've shared the personal stories of service and reflected on the lessons learned of the unbreakable bonds formed. We have acknowledged the challenges and the triumphs of the present service members and their families. We have looked towards the future with hope and commitment. Now I call upon each and every one of you to take this message beyond the confines of this gathering. Let the apprehension and the assistance for our veterans and active duty members be a continual effort, not a confined to just one simple day, but woven into the very fabrics of our daily life. Whether it is through volunteership, whether it is through advocacy, or whether it's simply taking a moment to thank a veteran, your actions make a profound difference. As a motivational strategist and speaking coach for Toastmasters, I urge you to use your voice and your platform to keep the stories of our veterans alive. Inspire others with these tales of courage and resilience. Let their experience guide your leadership and your interactions. Remember, the strengths of our nation lie not only in its military, but within the support of its people. In closing, let's take a moment of reflection for all those that have served. Let's honor them not just in our words, but in our actions. Let us commit to being the beacon of support and gratitude for these veterans, today and every day going forward. Thank you for standing together in this moment of tribute and reflection. May we continue to uphold the legacy of our veterans with pride, respect, and unwavering support.